Hello, what's up ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It is me, Lasty here, and welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team RTG Road to Glory. Happy Sunday, and it's episode number 92 today. Hope you're all doing well. As we approach our way, or as we make our way into the episode, do me a tiny favour at the very beginning and hit the thumbs up button. It's Sunday. We like to give back on Sundays, so hit the thumbs up. 2, maybe 3,000 likes on this video would be amazing. And of course, subscribe if you're new. So today we're going to start off by doing a player SBC, followed by, I'm going to get my first 10 games of champs out of the way. And this is from Friday during the day, which is normally a lot more difficult than, let's say, Sunday when you're watching this. Is probably when I'll play the other 10 games. So, I'm sort of not looking forward to getting into the games here today, but they've got to be done. And we're going in with a full special team. Looks pretty nice. But I decided before they expired, I know yesterday I did the Orsic SBC. You guys will now know by the time you're watching this who won out of Morocco and Croatia. So for me, it's kind of going to be a bit of a win-win, because one of the two players that I've done both of the SBCs for is going to get an upgrade to an 88. So it's either going to be a really good Premier League centre-back in Agerd, or it's going to be a really good super sub in Orsic. So I mean, I decided, because they're both so cheap, they were just totally worth it. And I was kind of looking for a little bit of a reason to use the carer from the Phenoms, and he's so cheap. So I just decided to go and buy one. I'm not necessarily putting either of them in the squad right now, but I just wonder. So I did this obviously before the match. If Morocco came out on top, which you guys will know, and Agerd is going to get that upgrade, maybe it will force a few people to go and buy Kara as well to have both of them. So I just thought, well, it's literally an 18,000 coin risk. The most I can probably lose is about 10,000, and then I could discard him if it went down to discard value. So I'm not particularly worried, and it's just something that I might end up using just both of those players sometime during the weekend league if I'm absolutely hating it, or whatever it may be. So that's what we've done. We've gone and bought ourselves, or gone and unlocked ourselves another showdown. And I can't possibly lose this one because I literally have a member of both parties. And then we go into our first game of FUT Champions. So I have my two newer heroes in Campos in the goalkeeper position, and Marquez as my centre-back alongside Cordoba. So I'm actually 3-1 down at half-time. It was game one, and I tell you what, I was playing like it was game one as well. I was super, super rusty, and I don't know, I would say this guy was either better than me or a few more games into champs than me, because he felt like he was warmed up. He was scoring the opportunities that he was creating, and in all honesty, I kind of stayed in it because, one, it was game one, so I was trying to warm up anyway. And then two, a lot of the time I kind of felt like there was always a way back into the game. And 77 minutes, I make it 4-3 to him. And I just couldn't quite get over the line for that final goal to take it into extra time. But a pretty even match. I probably did deserve to lose, though, based on the fact that I was playing kind of rusty and sloppy and tired. So now that we're warmed up, we should be on a nice streak of victories, right? Well, that's a pretty tough team to come up against. It's a nice squad. And again, another switched on individual. So went 1-0 down. Not great, but I mean, as you can see at half-time, it's kind of an even match. He's got more XG, but I've had more opportunities, so I need to do way better with those. And then, well, as you can see, Kevin De Bruyne, the inform version, makes it 2-0. And then when it gets to 3-0 here, I was realising that everything against Campos just seems to go in. So, also, the mate of mine that I told you about that had got Campos and saying he was good, also now thinks he's trash. So I got baited into that one, I think. I've gone ahead and I've listed him up. No, thank you. He's too small. He gets lobbed all the time, and of course, even just some regular shots go past him because his arms and body aren't long enough. So in comes Donnarumma on 1 chem, and I'm sure he's going to be better, to be honest. And I can grab the 30 to 40k back on Campos and put it down as a mini mistake. Just didn't really rate him, to be honest. I was hoping that because he's so fast and stuff, that would help us out, but I think I would have needed to be the guy to do like the manual running out with the goalie, and I don't tend to do that, so it's kind of wasted on me, right? A tough squad to come up against when you're 0-2. I tell you that, with, you know, the World Cup icons that this guy had and some of the other players. But after 17 minutes, I was finally able to get that goal to go 1-0 up. And then we're actually going to make it 2. Di Natale slots it through nicely. I had either the opportunity to shoot there or to sweat it across to Alawairan. I took the shot with Ramos and it went in. And then, well, I mean, that long touch kind of guaranteed me the goal, didn't it? Because his goalie was coming out, his centre-back slid, or his defender slid. So, yeah, I just went past both of them and green-timed it into the back of the net. Probably didn't even need to green-time it, did I? I'm a bit of a green-time addict, aren't I? So anyway, we get off the boards. We get on the board, should I say? We get ourselves a victory, our first win. We are now 1-2. Let's try and even it up, shall we? And then start to go on a nice positive run. That would be nice. Next opponent has the Red World Cup Mbappe. Also the whatever it was, the Stories Giroud. And I am. Do you know what? I had so many shots and the goalie was saving every single one of them, and then the one he lets in is where I just pass it across and it goes straight through his legs. My opponent did a very similar thing straight up the other end to equalise, and that was kind of sad because I thought I was bossing this game, but then I get gifted a penalty there. He only gets a yellow card for it, but I am able to score, so we can restore our lead, which is nice. And in this game, I had so many corners in the first half, 8 corners in the first half. Right, that was the first one I red timed, and it went in. I'd green timed at least 3 or 4 of them before that, and the goalie had made worldy saves. So I don't know what that's all about, but the red timed one went in, and the goalie got absolutely nowhere near it. So, yeah, and then we get very lucky with goal number 4 there. A little mix-up between the goalkeeper and the defender. Ball comes straight back into my path, and I can just tap it home with Butragueno, the super sub, who is very bueno as the super sub. So there we go, 2-2. All right, finally, we've got it back to a neutral record. Then we come up against this. It's a strong team, and it's an odd situation. It's another one of those games, ladies and gentlemen, where the person doesn't have triangles above their head, and I just noticed them playing as if they were the computer. I genuinely believe that with the fast passing and stuff like that, and the non-celebration that just run to the corner flag, I think I'm playing against the computer here. Like, I don't know if it's a bug, a glitch, a hack, or what it may be, but I genuinely just felt like I was playing against the computer. It was so weird. And I had this a few weeks ago, and I eventually won on penalties. Well, that guy's team wasn't as good as this guy's team. I decided to quit at 2-0 because something just didn't feel right. And now whether or not that's just how he plays, fair play, but he was doing no skills, loads of really odd first-time passes, and not skipping anything ever. It just got me feeling like there's something going on. I wonder if that's a thing. I don't really know, but I just wonder. Anyway, kind of glad I quit that match because the next guy blessed me with a quit once I went 1-0 up. So, yeah, we've talked about this before, haven't we? Those games that you sort of think you should probably stay in and then you quit and feel a bit bad about it. The universe sort of repays you by going into the next game and getting you a dub in a really quick rage quit, which, yeah, you'd love to see. So I give a 1 minute and 9 FIFA second penalty away here. That's got to be some sort of record. That's class for me. Absolutely awful from me, in fact. And he scores it. You know, good pen from Del Piero. This was a solid FIFA player, and he had the newest Vlahovic, who is a problem. It's kind of make me want to unlock him because he seems a little bit like my sort of player. And then he also had this Marcel Desailly, which was playing as a CDM, because it was that version of him, who would just mop everything up. Was quite impressed with how he played with his with his Desai. And as you can see, I am getting destroyed at halftime. 3-1 down. He's had 11 opportunities with a 4.1 XG. It's not really in any doubt that I should be 3 or maybe 4 or 5-1 down. Guendouzi gives a penalty away, and it ends up not being anything. It doesn't go in because I don't know what it gives there. Some sort of foul. Can he be offside? I don't think that's possible. It came off the bar and the goalkeeper blew up. The ref blew up. So, yeah, he didn't score from that. But he did score a few minutes later. And at 4-1, 67 minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and move on, right? So, tough scoreline against a very good opponent. And, yeah, I'm starting to go back into that sort of meh record. If I can come away 5-5 after my first 10, I'll be fairly happy. But... again, that's going to leave the second half of Weekend League up to me to go 6-4 if I want 11 wins. So I'm going to have a slightly better second half. Now, I'm recording this Friday night, obviously, because like I said, I'm out all of Saturday, all of yesterday for you at the Wickham away game. So it is basically 6 p.m. The content's going to be coming out soon. So we'll find out all about the team of the tournament and all of that stuff. And I will, because I'm kind of done with this video a little bit earlier than I thought. I thought maybe it'd be 9 or 10 p.m. I'd be done on Friday night with this. There's a temptation of me to try and get my Weekend League games done. Now, if tomorrow's video, I only get like 9 wins, I think it would probably be most likely because I decided to play my games later on this evening. And if I end up getting 11 wins in tomorrow's video, it's probably because I decided to do the smart thing, which is kind of leave it to Sunday. But, yeah. We'll see what happens, I guess. You'll have to tune in tomorrow and see where we go. I'll also make sure that I put on Live Lasty for the rewards because I know people enjoy that a little bit more. And it'd be nice if we could pack some sort of good team of the tournament player, wouldn't it? It'd be amazing if our pack luck this week could just be, like, fully ridiculous. That's what I'm hoping for. Please, EA. Do it to me. Hit me with the insane pack luck this week. That would be brilliant. So anyway, I can't count how many games we've played here. We're nearing the end. This might be the final game. I'm not sure. But Schweinsteiger puts me 1-0 up. And a late surging run from him really early on in the game, actually. It was kind of like my first attack, and I ended up scoring. And then the ball drops very kindly to his Smolarek, who is still a player that I would quite like to try. Quadrado was doing insane work there to work his way across, and it's so unfortunate that his shot didn't go in, but it came rebounding back out, and I was able to tap it home with one of my players. I think it was Liao. And then look at that for a finish. It was a beauty of a ball through from Butra Gueno, and a lovely finish from Di Natale. So 3-1 up at half-time. It's looking pretty good. I had a few games today where I could not get possession of the ball. Could not keep possession of the ball. It makes me feel like there's some more tactics out there. I've got the same tactics pretty much from the very start of the game. The Footwiz 4-2-2 tactics. And there's been like 2, 3, 4, 5 patches since then. So maybe I need to have a little look for some new 4-2-2 tactics, because I'm still playing on high pressure, you know, press after possession loss or whatever it is. And I wonder if I need to be on more like a balanced thing and less crazy. Someone let me know if you have any good, you know, if you know someone with some good 4-2-2 tactics, feel free to either write them in the comment section, write the name of the channel in the comment section so I can go and find out, or let me know on my social media, right? So yeah, we're on 25 points, which means we are 5-5 after the first 10 games. It's not brilliant. It's exactly where we were last week, I think. So the Friday games again have just been very difficult. A lot of the better players have to be the guys that are playing on Friday because I just struggle so much more. Also, I feel like the game feels a little worse on a Friday, a little heavier. And whether or not it's just me and my mates that think this, but they're also saying the same thing on a Friday. So I don't know what it is, but if I don't have to, I'll try not to play again. Although the next Friday is going to be, you know, the Weekend League just before Christmas or something. So I'm going to have to try and get that done so that I can have Christmas off. So I'll have to play whenever as early as possible, I guess. When is Christmas Day, actually? I need to figure this out. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's what I want to make sure I have off. So the Saturday is, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is 23rd, 24th, 25th. I'm going to have to play my games on the 23rd next week. So it is next Friday. I'll be playing my all of my matches so that I can try and have Christmas Eve day and Boxing Day off, just so that I can actually enjoy the holiday season, right? Anyway, that's next week. We've still got half of our games to go, and I'll give them to you tomorrow. Let me know, by the way, did I do good by getting both Orsic and Aguerd? Please let me know. And should any of them find their way into the starting 11? That's what I want to know from you lot. Thank you for watching today. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. I'd absolutely love to see 2, maybe 3,000 likes on this video. We're working our way towards a century of uploads, which is pretty cool. And there'll be some highlights of that as well over the coming days. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Thank you. And follow me down below in the description. There's links to my social media channels. Would be cool if you come and follow me over there, especially if you want to see what I'm getting up to at football matches away and stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you later. Peace.